Okay, so something that needs to be talked about, that needs to be, I don't know, there's a lot of things that need to be talked about, there's a lot of things that need to be done, but one thing is we need to go over some English. We need to go over some grammar, actually, I guess is what it would be under. When you're reading things or you're looking at things, company names, corporation names, logos, any of that stuff, pay attention, because here's the rules and here's how it goes. There's one English and there's another English in the English languages. There's regular English and then there's like natural English. It's like the secret English. It's where you read the English, you just ignore all the punctuations. You just read it one way with the punctuations and you just read it again and just go through, blast through the periods, blast through all of the commas and see, what message you'll get from it that way. Also, punctuation, that's what we need to be lesson on, punctuation and font, and because this is how the news is getting so ridiculous and parted and pieced out, like it's like you can't even find a real source. It's like this. You can use somebody else's written work and pretty much copy it word for word and add what you want or don't, if you write it or type it in a different font, a different size, a different font size, or it makes a difference when you're reading things, bolded things. Usually if you're reading a list and it's got paragraphs with bolded items in the top of each one, you need to read the list and you need to go back and read just the bolded parts and see what that sounds like. And then italics. Italics changes a lot. If you see anything italics, that's important. And capital letters are so important because there's a million and gazillion acronyms out there for every fucking thing. But pay attention to capital letters. Maybe you might find one in the secret message somewhere that's not where it's supposed to be. It's just a capitalized word in the middle of a sentence or something. There's a reason for that. Pay attention to double letters, EEs, whatever, NNs, anything doubled like that. And quotation marks. But specifically with businesses and company names, I'll show you an example. Hold on. So in the end, this time when I went crazy, batshit crazy, because of our new batshit goddamn quarters from 2020 that you have to turn upside down to read, it wasn't as crazy as last time because I knew exactly what was going on this time. But paying attention to those companies and those LLCs and those PLCs and those corporations and those incorporated and those, I think there's a PLLC, there's a bunch, and they've been parted out. And so when you look at companies and like the logos of places, like it's very important to look at colors and just the differences in the words themselves, you see, because it says, I don't know if is that mirror to y'all? Probably. Well, the white is the Abilify and the orange is the My Sight. Well, Abilify is a completely different drug that's not even talking about this in here. And the My Sight thing is not, I'll show you. Or I just showed you. One of the two. I don't know how I'm going to part this one together because I just kind of did both videos. I'm just going to do this part later. And I might throw it in the middle and I might throw it at the end. Either way, I'm throwing it. I need to have a discussion about people in the spiritual community as well. I'd like to slit all their fucking throats. Every fucking one of them. They're liars. They're not talking about anything that they say they're talking about. Half of them are talking about computer programming, languages. They're pros. That's what they are. They're professionals. I'm surrounded by them. I could be one, but everything's open to me now. I can be anything I want to be. And then when you got every option and door open, it's like, it's too many choices. I can't decide. Something on my phone keeps trying to make me decide, though. It wants me to decide. It's been giving me some it's been giving me hell. It's been giving me grief. It's been giving me sass back. It's been being conniving like it is. That's what AI does. Throwing things in your face right after you think it. And, but it can give you good stuff too. Well, but at the spiritual community, you know, one thing that really bothers me is that when they talk about the Akashic record, they got motherfuckers thinking out here that they're goddamn, that they're meditating and that they're going into some kind of a ancient old library up in their head or up in the sky. And well, it is up in the sky, but up in the, in their imaginations, or when they're meditating, it's just out there in the cosmos somewhere. And which it is, but I'm going to expose them. I'm going to have to write a book about these motherfuckers. It is not that. It's a goddamn record in the cloud. Up in the cloud. It's online. It's a file. It's a file. It's a website, but you have to have keys to get into it. And most professionals have the key. I know my mom has the key. She won't use it. I don't know why. I haven't asked her to use her key, or I haven't tried to get it from her. She did give me a USB that I think might have a key on it, but I'm not sure. Something that programmers got when they were programming a long time ago. The key to the Akashic record. Yeah, right. It's the key to anybody's information, everything about their books. They're not books like in a library. I mean, they are, but they're not. They're people's financial books. They're personal life books. Like, they can look at that online, and it's a website, actually. It's not some imaginary fucking place, and I'm so stupid for ever believing that, or any of the people in the spiritual community. They are really just that and New Age. It's nothing like that. It's pretty fucked up. I think Jonathan Kleck, he's just a partner. He's a sheriff. He's a deputy. He's a partner with YouTube. That's all he is. He's a partner with YouTube with a message. Also, he may have... I don't know, but I know that I'm thinking that when he talks about the Bluetooth line to the pit, you could be talking about having two different phones, because it's very easy, to exploit an Apple with an Android. It's easy to exploit an Android with an Android. This is what I'm talking about with like the companies and stuff, because my phone is a track phone that goes through Straight Talk, which is Walmart, and then it's also a Samsung Galaxy, which pairs with Android, I'm not sure, but then, and then you got Google, and Google pairs with Android too, but it's all in one phone, so you can exploit it. But if you have an extra Apple too, then you really can exploit it, and maybe that's what he means by Bluetooth to the pit. I'm not sure, but I know that I get so tired of seeing it every day. Every day I get so tired of God just wrestling with me about doing. I know every fucking door is open. I can clearly see, fuck the 8 circuits of the brain. I was so stupid just a couple weeks ago when I started reading that. There may be 8 circuits in your brain. Felt like it. But that shit is, there's 8 circuits. Yeah, 8 circuits of fuckery. 8 circuits of things that are illegal but aren't illegal at all because of the loopholes in the law. Ain't nothing illegal. Well, there are things illegal, but see, I can do whatever I want because I know I've always got an excuse or a reason why I'm doing it that is very much plausible, I think it's called something denial, something the Masons do or something like that just makes it so that, it's like, well, I can't help it. I got, to these sites and the things that I've been doing, like, on my phone normal. I wasn't trying to access any of that stuff, and none of it's barred from being accessed. It just feels wrong. And I can't participate in it because of my daddy's blue jeans. It pisses me off. And everybody around here is trying to hire and give you certificates left and right. I can't, do anything. Nobody... They're all liars anyway. But that's the way it's become. It's got to be online, and I'm like I said last video, it's coming. It's already here. It's going to be creepy is what it's going to be. God. I just hope everything's okay afterwards. I think it will be here, but why couldn't they just tell everybody? I understand why they had to do this with the fake disease. I don't know. People have to understand that for the lion to lay down with the lamb, there's going to have to be some that decide to still keep working a physical job and not be able to sit on their phone in their new electrical lives on the internet, because there will be needs that we have to have things made outside of being on the internet, just doing remote work from home or just universal income period, where there's just no money, it's all bartering or whatever, and it's all done online. there has to be something left out so that, everybody can have what they need, like, besides their internet. I mean, not everything that you need is created or needs to be made in a factory, but a lot of things are. So it's good, and you need to pay attention also. There's new logos that are becoming free. There's new logos, there's new brands and companies that were old before because the copyright's over. So you can patent them, I guess, but you can use them anyways for free. And I've got a few toys that my mama gave me the day she took me to the doctor last week. Some old toys. I've got my Teddy Ruxpin. I've got my Pee Wee Herman doll. I've got my Bart Simpson doll. You pull the string and they talk. I've got the Guess Who game, which is what we play on here or what I watch. I haven't watched YouTube in so long. I haven't watched none of my stories. I just can't quit. Well, I can. Today was one of the best days in a while where I had a break, where I didn't have to wake up and see. Like, it's hard when you can see stuff on TV and read the things you're reading, and you can see it all the way around for what it is. You can see it, what it means, then what it means the other way, and then you can see the loop in it. And that sucks because I can see where the loop is in everything, and I can make, something of myself finally. But being 39 today is my birthday. I wasted most of my life before, and now I want to have a purpose, and it's like purposeless, and it feels like shit. So, I don't know. But I have come to find out there is a fun game to play with houses that exist but don't really exist. They play right back to you, too. Linden Tree called me today. I got a few more things I need to work out. I need to brush up more on my accountant skills and my tax skills. The tax is not that hard. You could just print out papers for that, but accounting is a little bit different. I need to brush up on that. I need to brush up on mortgage rates and refinancial rates and how that goes and compared to the price of the house and stuff, because the house is there but it's not really there. It's invisible. So I have to kind of make it up. But it's true because when you talk to them on the phone, I tell them the address and they play right along with it and reminds me that I'm on a recorded line too. So, I mean, that's one way I have found, this one way with an invisible house that doesn't exist but does, to get in there and play. Because I can't, my credit's perfect. It is perfect. It's the perfect high score you can get, and I have got tons of loans. I got student loans paid back in my name. I've got a couple car loans paid back in my name. Never ever had one step of my feet into the credit world. None. All that good credit going to waste sitting in my ass. And I can't access any of it. My mom won't allow it, and I don't have a job really, so I can't exactly get a credit card, offered to me to open my credit. Jesus. I have such good credit. Whoever that is out there that can see my body, like Tyler, or I don't know who else. I know Tyler somehow sees me, or he did, because he came up and popped up on my screen while I was doing something, and was making a video directly to me. He said my name, and he was praying for me. Thank you, Tyler. That was very nice. But how did you know? What do you see? And how do you see me there? How did they see me there? I understand the ways they can see me, but how do they see me? Like, I know you can see, my body, as in numbers, the data about me, where I live, and if I have a job, and how much money is my, bank account, how much credit do I have, all the things that the pros had the license, to check. Your credit card history, soft checks, what they call it. Or, real estate agents, they got all their little license. They get any professional that has a license for a reason, because that license gives them a way to do something that normal people aren't allowed to. But that has really hindered us, I think. And I don't know about them being more licensed anymore much, because you can go online right now. I've got my license. I've got a license that I can use out of North Carolina right now to be a loan processor, because that's what's going on around here. You find an invisible house that exists but don't exist. Well, you can refinance it like it's yours. You can buy it, I guess. You can get a loan. You can get a mortgage to buy it. You just have to put money down that way. It's fail-proof. If you were to get a refinance, loan off the mortgage that you made up of a house that exists but does not exist, then I guess you just get to keep that fucking money, and I guess try to foreclose on my invisible house that exists but don't exist, because it's true. Still not ready to reveal where I get it from or where I got it from, but I will tell a little secret. It has to do with the west side. It has to do with directions. It all has to do with the directions. Well, I know for a fact the west side. I haven't tried the other directions. The opposite of the direction that you're looking for, I mean. But I still am not going to tell because I worked hard for that one. I will reveal it eventually. Soon. Very soon. But tomorrow, or today actually, I'm going to premiere the video with the proof I found of them removing graves at the register of deeds at my county. Even though they have a disclaimer that says they are not responsible for any of that information, that's not taxed and blah, 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 blah. It's not like I think I'm going to trial to try to win or anything. But it's true for me, and I needed to find that out, and I did. So, anyway, I love you, see you, bye. Okay, so here's my example of color coding and font and italics and all the punctuations and stuff and what this thing really means. Now, sorry for the glare of the, damn it. Okay. It says, if you only have an appointment once a month, it's hard to share your full story. And you see all those faces, the same man. And this is for Abilify My Site. Now, what do you see here? You see, watch a brief video to learn more. My Site. That's what you go to next. Is the next orange thing. So I know off gate automatically that the Abilify is the original drug that has nothing to do with this pamphlet. And this My Site here is a site on the internet. And I laugh so hard when I open this thing up. But anyway, let's just have a look before I'll show you how I did it. This is how I decoded it. Okay, here's one side. Now, is this the right side though? Hold on, because there's two sides, but there's really four. This thing is so stupid. I hate my camera. I'm sorry, it's just got to be gray. Now, this side at the top has got yellow. It says, ask your healthcare team about how the Abilify My Site system may help you play a more active role in your care. Watch the brief video to learn more at My Site. Now, this one says if you're going to talk to your healthcare provider, you need to visit abilifymysite.com patient. But also look at this. Sometimes it's got a trademark with it, like on the back. And the back is a completely another board. It's another board with two sides, so it's four. Now, you see this one right here says Abilify My Site with a trademark. See? And it's in capital letters, and it's orange. Over here, it's got a trademark in it, in orange too. But down here, it's white without one. And right here, the boxed warning thing is not, it's in capital letters, but it's more extra white. And okay, so, how do I want to start? It doesn't matter. It goes like this. This guy, you see him here? He's the same guy every day. It's a calendar. You can see the top right there, the days that run by the top. And he's supposed to take his pills, and this thing's supposed to just let me show you what it's supposed to do, what it's supposed to be. This is the most stupid thing I've ever seen. But what you'll notice on the front here too is that how many does he got on one side? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. But this one is not a real patient. You can't see it, damn it. See, he's not a real patient. Over here, how many does he got on his team here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. But minus 1, 13, because that one's not a real patient either. So basically, it's like, this thing is for a site. You use it with an app, the My Site app. And that's the trick, it's between the desktop and the apps is where the exploitation can happen. That's how I exploit it anyway, when I do it, and I do it quite often. So it's where you can go to the My Site app, you can set it up for your phone, and then you can tell your doctor about it and whoever else you want to get into your group, basically. And your whole group can be just 5. I mean, it can just be like a few people, like a handful. 5 people's enough, right? But this gives you a perfect calendar to go by, like what day, it's supposed to be by when you took your pill. You didn't, but here in a second I'm going to show you what the pill's supposed to be and how stupid it is. It's not talking about a pill. Now you know what days you're not a real patient on, because they kill you every day. They kill you anyway. So he knows the days that he can do certain things. And see, in this one right here, well, who's he? He's the only one that's like, he's the real guy. He's all the guys. Because you can be all these guys with just about 5 real people. So this is a way to get like a doctor's, like a fake looking doctor's, a group of people get together, make it look like they have patients, kind of like what's happening now, and make it look like they have clientele, but they're all just using like data breaches and a bunch of data that's already been sold out like crazy to people. This thing, I read this whole thing, it's stupid. So I will show you what this thing is supposed to be. You see? This is back in 2019, right before COVID came out. Digital technology meets medicine with the Abilify MySight trademark system. And it's for maintenance treatment and all that, but here's the funny part. Let me see, where's that picture at? I want to see the picture. Okay. It says, look at the parts for you. You can just skip all that shit in the middle. A small pill, a wearable patch, an app, and a dashboard work together. You just need a laptop, a freaking cell phone, and here's where it gets funny. To help the healthcare team and your support network stay on top of when you take the pill daily. So look at this pill. It gives you a picture of a pill, and it's orange. I always follow orange and green. It's basically giving you the numbers right there. It's not a real pill that you take and eat, and I'm going to show you how I know in just a second. That is, it's giving you the numbers, whoever the pill is. And then this thing, this patch right here, it's hilarious. It's not talking about a patch you wear on your skin, even though they probably make them that way. It's talking about a patch in like your computer or your phone, like a port. My Abilify MySight. See, because our aripiprazole is already Abilify. It's already Abilify. It's sold separately anyway. So it's not that pill. And this patch is electric patch, like a technological patch. It's a sensor. It's a tablet with a sensor. It's a smart pill that combines prescription medication with a tiny sensor the size of a grain of sand. The sensor is made entirely natural ingredients found in most diets. It passes through your body naturally. The non-medicated MySight patch, because it's electrical, gets a signal from the smart pill. Yeah. After you swallow it, like an activity tracker, the Bluetooth patch logs your daily rest, Bluetooth to the pit, daily rest and activity steps, sending the information to an app on your smartphone. The patch can stay on even through water and sweat, that's right, and does not need to be taken off in the shower. And then you go to MySight and receive, MySight receives and displays information from the patch. You can see how often you're taking your medication and blah 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 and all that, and then it's shared over there to your desktop, to the desktop dashboard, and you can basically just pretend like you have a doctor and everything in there with you in that whole system thing. But that shit right there is fucking hilarious. It's a patch. It's a portal. Yeah, it's not. It's a fucking a patch. Is the Abilify site right for you? I don't know, but it talks a lot about old people with dementia here right before they pretended to kill all the old people, and now they're catching back up and cycling the numbers through the news with a bunch of fake deaths. I don't know. Just because nobody died from COVID, they gotta have it come out somewhere on the other end. So this thing's stupid, and it's not even talking about that, and it's full of fucking shit. And that's the kind of shit you can catch if you pay attention to the colors, the fonts, the sizes, the italics, and just pretty much the punctuation and grammars of things, because they're all different, and yes, they mean something completely different. One has a capital letter and the other one doesn't. It's completely different business or whatever it is. It matters. Capitalization matters big time, and so does they've just really tore it all to pieces. They need some new creators. I'm glad I'm one of the 144. It's just that it's hard to be creative when everything that you see is fucking a way in to get your foot in the door, but you can't do it because you don't want to be that way. But whatever, love you, bye.